Alright, the next fan film we watched was Darth Maul, Apprentice, a Star Wars film. And it was essentially a film about Darth Maul, and the Emperor sends a group of Jedi, 5 Jedi, after our main character Darth Maul. They get sent to this woods, or they get essentially a signal that says go to this woods, and they fight Darth Maul. Eventually all the Jedi but one female Jedi is left, and they fight, and Darth Maul kind of has a moment where he's like, yo, should I kill this bitch or not? But he kills her anyways, and he says whatevs, and then Darth Sidious is like, pretty good job. All in all, this was a pretty good Star Wars fan film. Surprisingly, you might be surprised to hear, I'm one of the people who believe that a Darth Maul solo movie could actually be a pretty cool thing if done right. This is kind of the end of Darth Maul's training, and kind of, I'm assuming this kind of leads up directly to episode 1. Maybe not directly, but
it seemed to take place a long time before.
A close proximity with episode 1. Basically, the end of Darth Maul's training. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty good film. The CGI was probably the most impressive we've seen out of the Star Wars fan fiction films we've watched
and then
today.
It's all filmed in, like, I don't know, it must be a state park or something, but essentially it's all filmed outside.
When there is
in
CGI, yeah, it's on location.
CGI is used
and the
very
locations
sparingly.
look really cool.
It's a really cool area.
I'm guessing they filmed it in a state park or something, but they actually did. They must have location scouted to an extent.
It's light on story quite a bit, but essentially what you're looking at is there is some.
Well, there's actually some, like, in the way of Jedi.
It's a subtle story, but it's not like.
But Darth Maul, subtly, you can kind of see him trying to overcome his emotions, because if you watch later on,
he wants to.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. He has to kill him.
Yeah, probably. But also, this movie's by Sean Boo. I forgot to mention that. If I didn't, but anyways.
But the choreography in the fight.
The fight choreography is very impressive. People are doing flips, and there's all the Star Wars choreography.
There's some makeup. One of the Shakti aliens
looked
Darth
really
Maul.
good. It almost looked like borderline, like actual.
It's super good makeup. The acting was kind of light as far as like
there was
action, but it was decent acting. The choreography, as far as fan films go, was off the charts. Oh man,
I mean,
people
compared
were,
to like
jumping and flipping.
Compared to like, because a lot of these are just lightsaber movies. These fan films are just, I know how to use a lightsaber in After Effects, and this movie was that in many ways. Like a lot of fan films, just lightsaber the movie.
But they also got three guys who
they actually got people that could do good choreography.
They got
the lightsaber fights were borderline as good as the real movies. Honestly, even Darth Maul, when he was doing fighting and shit, looked like the style he looks in the movies. Like, if you told me that it was the same guy, I could have believed it. Like, it actually looked like the choreography was very similar, very good choreography. I mean, all in all, it was just a fight movie, but they actually did put some story in there. Although I wasn't super invested in the characters by any means, because there wasn't much to get invested in. In 15 minutes, they did a good enough job establishing at least the PewDiePie Jedi and the girl Jedi that I actually cared to an extent about what they were doing.
What about the big guy?
There was, of course, that was very cringy. I understand. You gotta understand. I'm putting that clip in. But there was some Jedi that had the Bane mask on. He was pretty edgy, but I mean, we could call the edgy part. I wish we called the edgy part of all these movies out before, but we're gonna do it now. the first movie, the edgy part was all the smoke and all the shooting. And
There was
the
some
fact that
blood
he killed his
CGI.
girlfriend or something, or his girlfriend. Or no, the edgy part was the fact that he said, "Now that she's dead,
I can move on." He threw the necklace in the fire.
Or no, the Stormtrooper mask is now my real skin, and my skin is just a mask.
Yeah, that art school shit.
Well, the second movie, the edgy part was that Sith that was saying some edgy shit. In this movie, it was probably Darth Bane that was the edgiest part. So all of them had edgy ass shit. But all in all, this is an impressive Star Wars fan film. It looked like they had a decent budget. All the CGI was impressive for what it was. Like, obviously, it's not like studio tier CGI, but I mean, it is what it is. It looks really good. The characters, in 15 minutes, they managed to get me just invested in the characters as I was in Rogue One. Like, the Rogue One characters, it was like, yeah, I mean, this movie, like, I wouldn't even, like, if they were to actually, like, make this movie like, this proves the potential that there could actually be a good Darth Maul movie. I'm actually curious. I'm just kind of looking through. Oh,
Just
they actually have a full production thing, which I kind of might watch pretty soon. Actually, it looks like they have quite a bit of, like, shit around this film. So I'm actually, I'm really curious to see how this film was shot. But all in all, I mean, you can even see, like, in their production thing, it actually had really good after coloring and all this shit. Like, it was a pretty good movie. All in all, I would give this movie, for a Star Wars fan film, like a 9 out of 10. Obviously, I'm rating this on a fan film level, not in like a real film. I wouldn't give it a 9 out of 10. But as a Star Wars fan film, this is probably the most impressive Star Wars fan film I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars fan film 10, you know, and that's like a real movie 6.
Yeah. But yeah, so
good job, Sean Boo.
good job, Sean Boo and the team.